What happens when Hollywood's toughest icon takes on one of late-night TV's most controversial hosts? Sylvester Stallone, the man who fought Soviet boxers and Jungle Beasts on screen, has just delivered a real knockout, but this time it's to Jimmy Kimmel and the media. Stallone was all set for a big appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live until things took a dramatic turn. Kimmel threw some potshots and even pressure to BC to cancel the interview, but instead of backing down, Stallone made it clear respect isn't up for negotiation. He turned down a rescheduled appearance and sent a message that rocked the entertainment world.
When I did Rocky, if you remember, the first image was a picture of Jesus, and it says Resurrection AC Club. I found a church that had been converted to a boxing ring. So the image pans down from Jesus onto Rocky being hit. And at that moment, he was a chosen person, and that's how I began the journey. Something was gonna happen. This man was gonna go through a metamorphosis and change lives, just like President Trump. And I'll just say this, and I mean it. When George Washington defended his country, he had no idea that he was going to change the world. Because without him, you can imagine what the world would look like. Guess what? We got the second George Washington. Congratulations!
I guess those punches Rocky took to the head were real after all. George Washington was the father of our country. Donald Trump is the father of Eric. Big difference there. After Stallone, it was Golf Clubber Lang's turn at the podium. You know, I keep wondering when this bromance between Trump and Elon Musk is going to blow up like a SpaceX rocket, but for now at least, it appears to be going strong. After the fight, Trump loaded the whole grab him by the posse onto his plane. There's a lot going on in this photograph. This is like The Last Supper, but everyone is Judas. Health czar RFK with a quarter pounder with cheese, 10 McNuggets, a large fries, and a Coke. That's what they call a farm-to-toilet meal. Only Donald Trump would force his new health czar to eat McDonald's, and that's what he does. These are subservience tests he gives. Mike Johnson has to go to a fight. RFK has to eat McDonald's. Matt Gaetz has to date a woman he didn't pay. It's all very...
Why is Stallone refusing to play by Hollywood's rules, and what does this clash reveal about the future of legacy media? Stick around, this battle has just begun, and it's more than just a feud. In Hollywood, where the rise and fall of reputations can happen almost overnight, one actor is quietly making a statement that's impossible to ignore. Sylvester Stallone, known for his iconic roles that symbolize strength and perseverance, has found himself in a surprising conflict not on the big screen but with Jimmy Kimmel, one of late-night television's most controversial hosts. This isn't just a simple disagreement between a celebrity and a talk show host, it's become a flashpoint in a much larger discussion about the changing landscape of the entertainment industry. What started as a canceled appearance on Kimmel's show has grown into a story that questions the power dynamic between Hollywood's legacy media and the new wave of content creators on platforms like podcasts and YouTube. In an age where authenticity and direct communication with fans are more valued than ever, Stallone's actions are raising important questions. Who really holds the power in Hollywood today, the studios or the stars that helped shape it? Feuds are nothing new in Hollywood. The industry has always thrived on its fair share of drama, whether in front of the camera or behind the scenes. But when a veteran like Stallone, known for his roles in Rocky and Rambo, challenges a late-night host like Jimmy Kimmel, it's more than just entertainment. It's a clash of two worlds, one that represents old-school Hollywood, and the other a newer, more divisive approach to fame and influence. The consequences of this public fallout have already begun to ripple through fans, networks, and executives. Everyone's wondering what happens next. As we dive deeper into this drama, we can't ignore the stakes. Stallone, a man whose career has always been about fighting against the odds, was initially scheduled to appear on Jimmy Kimmel Live to discuss his latest projects, including The Family Stallone and Tulsa King. Fans were eager to see two entertainment icons share the stage, but things quickly took an unexpected turn. As the situation unfolded, it became clear that Jimmy Kimmel's attempt at humor had crossed the line. Known for his biting wit and often polarizing jokes, Kimmel has built his reputation on pushing boundaries. But in this case, it seemed that his sharp tongue had landed him in hot water. Stallone, a Hollywood legend who has faced physical and emotional battles on screen, wasn't going to let a late-night host mock him without consequences. The drama took a more intense turn when rumors began circulating that Kimmel had personally pressured ABC to cancel Stallone's appearance, effectively barring him from the show. This was more than just a minor snub. It was a calculated move to take Stallone off the stage entirely. Kimmel, known for his high-profile political commentary and controversial humor, likely thought the fallout would be brief, but he was gravely mistaken. The backlash was swift and loud. Fans of Stallone, furious at the disrespect, flooded social media demanding answers. Even BC executives were caught off guard by the public outcry. The show's ratings took a nosedive, plummeting faster than a fighter knocked out in the final round of a Rocky movie. It was clear the viewers weren't on Kimmel's side. Realizing the magnitude of their mistake, Kimmel and BC scrambled to make amends, offering a rescheduled appearance. They made it clear that Stallone would have full control to speak his mind without interference, but Stallone's response was firm and unwavering no. This wasn't about a simple disagreement, it was about standing his ground. Stallone, along with his team, saw this offer for what it truly was: a desperate attempt to salvage the network's reputation and ratings at his expense. Stallone made it known that he wasn't going to be a pawn in anyone's PR strategy. His refusal to appear wasn't just a personal rejection of Kimmel, it was a bold statement about respect. In an era where many actors would bend to the will of powerful media figures, Stallone was showing the world that he would not compromise his values for the sake of a fleeting ratings boost. Kimmel, of course, isn't a stranger to controversy. His edgy humor and political commentary have long made him a divisive figure. While some applaud his willingness to tackle hot-button issues, others feel his sharp critiques alienate a significant portion of his audience. This incident with Stallone only adds fuel to the fire, leaving many to question whether Kimmel's brand of humor is becoming too much for his own viewers to bear. Unlike his late-night counterparts like Jimmy Fallon, who focuses on lighthearted segments like Goofy Games and Celebrity Karaoke, Kimmel has always been known for diving into more controversial and heated topics. While this approach has earned him a dedicated following, it's also left a significant portion of viewers feeling alienated. In the case of Stallone, Kimmel's decision to poke fun at a Hollywood icon, someone whose career is built on resilience, backfired spectacularly. It was a misstep that not only cost Kimmel respect but also put Disney, which owns BC, in a precarious position. The company has been struggling with declining viewership across its platforms, and the last thing it needed was more controversy surrounding its late-night lineup. Kimmel's sharp commentary and the resulting fallout with Stallone only added fuel to the fire. Behind the scenes, murmurs of discontent began to grow. High-level executives, including Disney CEO Bob Iger, are reportedly reconsidering Kimmel's future with the network. The once popular host's contract, which is set to expire in 2026, has become a point of speculation. Some even hint at the possibility of him stepping down or being replaced. Kimmel himself has hinted at walking away from late-night hosting, but given the current state of his career and the negative fallout from the Stallone situation, that decision may no longer be entirely in his hands. The whole debacle has highlighted deeper issues within the late-night format, which is increasingly struggling to keep pace with the rise of digital platforms. Podcasts, streaming services, and social media have become the go-to sources for audiences seeking more authentic, unfiltered content, and late-night TV is slowly losing its grip on the audience that once kept it dominant. For many viewers, the Kimmel-Stallone drama has only further cemented their decision to turn away from traditional media. In an age where actors and celebrities are choosing to bypass the constraints of legacy media, Stallone's refusal to appear on Kimmel's show is a powerful statement. This isn't just about a canceled talk show appearance, it's about sticking to one's principles and refusing to conform to the entertainment industry's expectations. Rather than playing by Hollywood's rules, Stallone is taking control of his narrative. He has embraced alternative platforms like the Joe Rogan Experience and Greg Gutfeld's show, where he can engage in open, uncensored conversations that align with his values and connect with his audience in a more meaningful way. This trend is becoming more common in Hollywood, with some of the biggest names in the industry turning their backs on traditional media in favor of platforms that give them the freedom to be themselves. Platforms like podcasts and YouTube have fundamentally changed the way celebrities interact with their audiences. These channels offer a level of freedom and authenticity that traditional late-night TV simply can't match, where hosts are often bound by network guidelines and time constraints. Stallone isn't alone in embracing this new era of media. Actors like Zachary Levi, who hold differing political views from the mainstream, have also distanced themselves from traditional outlets, opting instead for platforms where they can speak their minds without fear of being edited or misrepresented. The days of relying on legacy media to connect with fans are rapidly fading. Today, more and more public figures are choosing platforms that allow them to engage directly with their audience, having candid, unfiltered conversations. This is a major wake-up call for late-night hosts like Kimmel who have relied on scripted and sometimes divisive humor to maintain their relevance. As the landscape of entertainment continues to evolve, it's clear that the old methods of media consumption are no longer as effective as they once were. For Stallone, the decision to stay true to his principles is a victory lap. Not only did he avoid being caught in a manufactured PR strategy, but he also delivered a powerful message to both the entertainment industry and his fans. By standing his ground against Kimmel and the Hollywood establishment, Stallone has shown that sometimes the true victory isn't about winning on someone else's terms, it's about refusing to play a rigged game. This is what makes his stance so powerful both in his career and in this particular moment of controversy. As legacy media continues to lose its grip on the entertainment landscape, the Stallone-Kimmel feud is more than just a dramatic spectacle. It's a sign of the chromatic spectacle. It's a sign of the changing tides in Hollywood. And with icons like Stallone leading the charge, it seems that the new wave of media is ready to take center stage. For Kimmel and others who still cling to the old ways, the future is looking less certain. This isn't just a fight about who gets to appear on which talk show, it's about who gets to control their narrative in a world where authenticity is king. The question now is who's next to break free from the traditional Hollywood mold. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more in-depth discussions like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss an update from Movie Saga.